We decided we wanted him to lead a normal life.
So he gets to exhibit a whole side of his personality that's not CF. That's what we want him known for.
She's becoming a great young adult.
Watching your child be in constant pain, and that was torturous.
And he'll look at me and he says, I'm gonna win.
CF has given her depth and maturity that she has.
Nothing discouraged them, they just go, go, go.
What is she doing? What is she doing?
So on October 12th, we had a very unique opportunity to meet a couple that has a newly diagnosed child with CF. It was an amazing experience. It was so heartwarming to me. It was truly a connection, despite language barriers and cultural barriers. And this is the Jinko Kokuwai.
One of the things about cystic fibrosis is most people don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes. If you saw Anna, you would say, oh, she looks so healthy, she's so well. In order to look that well, she has to work really hard every day.
So Brian's typical day would be to get up in the morning, cut off his feeding tube, take some meds. He has a little bit of time to relax, and then we start with his respiratory treatments. He has a vest that he puts on that vibrates his chest, and he takes albuterol to open up his lungs, pulmozyme to thin the mucus, and then he takes an inhaled antibiotic. Then we kind of eat breakfast and start his school day when he's ready.
Being a parent to a child with CF creates situations, jealousy with your other child, not going to germy places, rethinking how you're going to pack all your medical supplies to take a simple trip to the grocery store. There's just so many things that you did not think you were ever going to have to deal with.
It's exhausting. It's really a very difficult life.
And what really struck me was that they were told by their doctor, go and meet these twins and ask them all your questions because they'll be able to answer more than I can. The father, when he sat down for dinner, said, okay, I have a list of questions for you. And he just started and went. This same experience has happened to us. So we needed to find another person with the same experience and ask their advice.
We'd been married 13 years before we had Carl, and we decided we wanted him to lead a normal life as best we could. We went out of our way to learn what we could about CF because I realized that every doctor we talked to had a different answer, and we had to find out what was best for him.
I can't tell you how lost a feeling it is to have something going wrong with your child and not have anybody be able to tell you what to do to fix it. There's a lot about CF that's like that.
When she was 4, she had a sinus surgery. Almost 2 weeks in the hospital, and we walked her out the front doors, and the first thing she did, so she's a tiny little thing, she walks out and goes, oh, I can breathe. Oh my gosh, we don't even know. We're so close to it, and we don't know what they're actually going through.
We've never sugarcoated it. Our phrase at home right now when I say it's time to do your nebby in your vest, and he says I don't want to, is are we gonna win or is CF gonna win? And he'll look at me and he says, I'm gonna win. And it's just the 3-year-old way of saying we're gonna fight this.
Most of my life, I felt the more effort you put, you get some reward. But taking care of the daughters with cystic fibrosis, it won't work. And so every hospitalization they experienced when they were young, I felt like I did something wrong.
Liver problems. Miwa, Kentaro's mother, point blank, un-Japanese style, asked us directly, do you feel upset or angry at your parents for giving you this disease? We said, definitely not. We are so grateful to be alive and so grateful for our parents for giving us a splendid life. And she started to cry. The father, who was very, very reserved, said, okay, now I can look at my son directly now.
A CF patient has the opportunity for transplant when they get below a certain lung function. And when you're qualify for a lung transplant, it means you're in end-stage disease.
There is no way out. You know, I see her not able to walk 10 steps, you know, without getting short of breath. But my daughter, especially Anna, had such a fear. I did not feel any fear. It's an opportunity. I'm so happy that Anna finally decided.
But breath is like your spirit. By giving your lungs or a loved one's lungs to a child or a young adult with CF, you are giving that person new life.
I'm always asking people, are you a donor? To make sure that people are aware of that as well, that the organ transplants is a huge deal for not only cystic fibrosis, but for everyone.
People don't like to talk about disease. They're afraid of disease, and they don't want to think about their own diseases and their own death or their own life expectancy or anything. And I think that's a problem.
Struggle with finding breath and working so hard to breathe. My every breath is a gift. It's just so easy. And we all take it for granted.
Overwhelmed by joy. Why we are so lucky, that's I don't understand, because we witnessed so many deaths. Why us, we are chosen.
I think we gave them a tremendous amount of hope that they can do the best they can as parents and live the best life they can as a family.
I think ill people are the best teachers we can have because they've been through it, they know what to do, and they know what not to do.
Okay, it's okay, I can fall apart, get back up tomorrow, and just keep fighting.
And that we're all just so incredibly fortunate right now.
Because you love your son so much, you stick with it and you just try and do the best you can.
I don't know why God gave us CF, but He did for a reason.
And thankful for every single day and every single breath.
Grateful for whatever I'm receiving, contribute something special to the world.
You know, many people whose lives have been challenging, whose lives have been upheld because of their parents' support, feel that way. For us, it's been nothing but love and appreciation.